Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, let's take a look at the show The Big Bang Theory, and what the popular television and movie database, IMDB, says are the top 17 ranking shows in the series. When it comes to having over 270 episodes in the span of 12 seasons, fans are bound to have their favorites, and also have some least favorites too. According to IMDB, fans have rated every episode from Season 1 all the way to Season 12 using a star rating. The first episode of the iconic series received an 8.3 star rating, and the series continued to get better. So let's dive right in. Number 1 on the list is the robotic manipulation, which was ranked at 8.8 by fans. In this hilarious episode, Sheldon and Amy's relationship timeline began when they went on their first date, and Penny tags along to make sure they even knew what a date is.
What is that scent you're wearing? It smells great.
Dandruff shampoo. I have dry scalp.
Well, your hair looks very nice.
Are you a homosexual?
Back home, fans find Howard in a pickle as he used a robotic hand to satisfy himself, and the robotic hand got stuck. In a ton of pain, Howard calls his friends to help out, and they ended up taking him to the hospital to find relief. The sheer hilarity of both storylines made this a popular episode with fans.
Don't tug, no tugging.
Next time, take your own advice.
Excuse me, could you help us out?
My, what do we have here?
I slipped and fell.
Number 2, the maternal capacitance, which was rated 8.9. Season 2 gave viewers the absolute gem of an episode titled The Maternal Capacitance, where fans were finally introduced to Leonard's mother, Beverly Hofstadter. As a psychiatrist, Beverly analyzes everyone in the episode, and it drives many of the characters crazy, giving Penny and Leonard the opportunity to bond over common ground, a few drinks, and get a little close under the sheets.
Neck, shot, lime. Okay, shot, lime.
Right.
Sheldon, on the other hand, finds Beverly delightful, and both he and Leonard's mother do their own bonding during her stay. Their bond, however, didn't hide the fact that Beverly was the worst in Leonard's eyes. Beverly's introduction added a unique dynamic to the group, hence the high rating on this one.
So, Mother, what's new?
You'll have to be more specific.
All right, what's new with you?
Oh, well, I've been having some fascinating menopausal symptoms recently.
Maybe something less personal.
Oh, your Uncle Floyd died.
Oh my God, what happened?
His heart stopped beating.
Number 3, lunar excitation. This one was rated 8.6. Fans couldn't help but rate the lunar excitation highly because it was the first time fans saw Sheldon entertain a romantic relationship. In the episode, Raj and Howard searched the internet to see if they could find Sheldon's dream woman. Lo and behold, they found Amy Farrah Fowler. Amy and Sheldon's first interaction was hilarious because they were far more alike than different.
Hello, Amy Farrah Fowler. I'm sorry to inform you that you have been taken in by unsupportable mathematics designed to prey on the gullible and the lonely. Additionally, I'm being blackmailed with a hidden dirty sock.
If that was slang, I'm unfamiliar with it.
Meanwhile, Leonard is sorting his feelings after a drunken Penny seduced him in the middle of the night. Considering they were broken up, he wondered what their one-night stand meant to her. Between Leonard and Penny's confusion and Sheldon and Amy's blossoming friendship, it's no wonder why fans have ranked it as one of the best Big Bang Theory episodes.
Now come with me.
Where are we going?
We're gonna have sex.
Why? I mean, okay.
What's going on?
Put on your noise-canceling headphones because it's gonna get loud.
Oh, not this again.
Number 4, The Scavenger Vortex, rated 8.8. The third episode of Season 7 was titled The Scavenger Vortex and follows the group as they finally give in to one of Raj's activities. After giving up on his planned murder mystery evening, Raj instead plans a scavenger hunt and paired everyone in teams of 2. After some initial tension of who would be teamed up with who, teams are chosen by the drawing of straws, resulting in some unusual pairings. The unlikely duo of Howard and Amy bond over their love of Neil Diamond, while Leonard gets to see the more competitive side of Bernadette. Bernadette's competitive edge showed that she wasn't as close of friends with Raj and the others as she may have thought.
How am I faster than you? I'm in heels and I stopped to take a phone call.
I have asthma. Back off!
Meanwhile, Sheldon and Penny work together, with Penny aiming to prove that she's not as stupid as the rest think.
Riddle me this.
Got it.
Hey, Princeton, look at that. Team Community College Night School's in the lead.
I thought we were the lightning sharks.
The awkward duos are what made this episode a standout as one of the all-time best Big Bang Theory episodes. Number 5, The Thanksgiving Decoupling, rated 8.9. In this episode, the gang decides to have Thanksgiving at Mrs. Wolowitz's house. What was supposed to be a big day of eating and fun turns into a bloodbath after Leonard finds out Penny was unknowingly, legally married to her ex-boyfriend Zach for years. Penny explains the blunder by insisting that getting married in Las Vegas is a joke, but everyone assures her those marriages are, in fact, real.
We gambled, went to one of those cheesy wedding chapels. We had a really good turkey dinner, which was surprising since we were at a strip club.
Wait, you went to a chapel?
Yeah.
Why?
We had one of those silly fake weddings.
Stunned, Penny invites Zach to Thanksgiving dinner, while Leonard was busy being shady about the situation, making Penny even more mad at him.
You married him instead of me? Good call. Sign the papers.
Hang on. You know what? You have been a jerk about this all day. You always do this. Whenever I mess up, you're right there to make me feel even worse about it.
Fans couldn't help but think maybe Penny should date someone else if Leonard was going to be that resentful. This realization was highly rated because it threw a curveball at Leonard and Penny's relationship. Number 6, The Countdown Reflection, rated 8.6. The Season 5 finale saw the much-anticipated wedding of Bernadette and Howard, but the episode is styled with flashbacks as Howard prepares to shoot off into space. In the flashbacks, fans see his wedding to Bernadette and the events leading up to it. After Bernadette decides that she wants to marry Howard before he goes to space, the group rushes around to make sure the couple has the best impromptu wedding possible.
Here you go.
Here you go. What am I, a football?
The episode ends with a touching moment of the gang, all holding hands while they watch Howard's rocket take off on TV. Meanwhile, it cuts to Howard screaming as he ascends into space. Between Howard and Bernadette's wedding and Howard's space expedition, Howard was the main character of Season 5's ending.
Okay, we're in the final countdown. How you doing over there?
Good, good. A quick question, I missed it in the briefing. How much urine do these suits hold?
Number 7, The Barbarian Sublimation, ranked 8.8 by fans. As the third episode in Season 2, The Barbarian Sublimation deserved a higher rating strictly based on Penny's change of lifestyle. In this episode, Penny is introduced to the world of online gaming, where she becomes so obsessed that she forgets to go to work, shower, and even date.
No, Fritz, I need you on my flank. No, I don't know German. Flanken Sie!
Hey, Penny.
Busy.
Yeah, I see that. Shouldn't you be at work?
I don't work on Mondays.
It's Thursday.
Since Sheldon is the person who got her into the world of online gaming, he tries his best to break her out of the spell by setting her up on a date. This, of course, doesn't work because Penny was too far gone. She even had Cheetos in her hair.
Good, you got my note. Penny, I'd like you to meet Tom. Penny, this is Tom. Tom, may I present Penny? Hi, Penny.
Yeah, hey, listen. As long as I'm here, I'm on a quest with a bunch of noobs. They don't know what they're doing. We've got 1 assassin, 3 spellcasters, and no tank.
Can we talk about this later?
Penny's quick understanding of the game flipped the dynamic of the show to great effect and helped make this one of the funniest Big Bang Theory episodes ever for fans. Number 8. The Panty Pinata Polarization, ranked 8.7 by fans. In the second season, the Panty Pinata Polarization showed Penny and Sheldon going head-to-head. After Penny reaches for one of Sheldon's onion rings, he gets really upset. He was fed up with her barging into his life and stealing his food and Wi-Fi. He gives her 3 strikes and bans her from coming into his home again.
Well, this recorded message is alerting you that I am putting an end to your parasitic piggybacking upon our Wi-Fi. If you want to remedy the situation, you can contact the phone company, set up your own Wi-Fi and pay for it, or you may apologize to me.
From there, the two do everything they can to interfere with each other's lives, while Howard and Raj were busy trying to break into the America's Next Top Model house.
There's the house. Freeze frame. Freeze frame.
What are you doing?
Marking the star positions and physical landmarks so we can find the house of the supermodels.
Penny and Sheldon had one of the best friendships in the series, so this back-and-forth revenge nonsense they pulled was very entertaining to watch. Number 9. The Roommate Transmogrification. This one ranked in at 8.6. The final episode of Season 4, The Roommate Transmogrification, saw Raj and Leonard swapping places so that Leonard can spend more time with Raj's sister.
Sheldon, dinner! This is the difference between eating and dining.
Meanwhile, Bernadette gets her PhD, resulting in the group ridiculing Howard for being the only non-doctor. Howard struggles with the fact his girlfriend has become the breadwinner and now earns more money than him.
The thesis committee accepted my doctoral dissertation. I'm getting my PhD.
Oh, congratulations.
Wow! So that means you're a doctor, you're a doctor, you're a doctor, you're a doctor, and Howard, you know a lot of doctors.
After a night of drinking in Sheldon and Leonard's apartment, Raj and Penny wake up to find themselves in the same bed after apparently hooking up. It was one of the worst things Raj and Penny had done. It wasn't until the following episode that fans found out they didn't actually sleep together. Due to the drama between Penny, Leonard, and now Raj, this was a high-rating episode. Number 10. The Justice League Recombination. This comes in at 8.7. In Season 4's The Justice League Recombination, the guys prepared for a costume contest at the comic book store for New Year's Eve. At this time, Penny was dating Zach but was having second thoughts the more she stayed friends with Leonard. It was clear that she still had feelings for him and was sad he was moving on with life. Zach somehow invited himself and Penny to the party, and Penny wasn't too thrilled about going because of her wavering feelings.
Kind of embarrassing me in front of my friends.
Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm not going.
Babe, open up.
I'm not talking to you.
And who you talking to?
Everyone else, however, had a fantastic time at the party because they won the contest. Seeing everyone dressed up, paired with Penny's emotional confusion, made this one a great episode at the comic book store.
No, wait! I have a speech!
Number 11. The Bow Tie Asymmetry. This one was rated a big 9.0. In the 24th episode of Season 11, fans find out that Will Wheaton would be officiating Sheldon's and Amy's wedding ceremony. The rest of the gang is left doing last-minute wedding details. And of course, Shamey finally ties the knot. It's been a long time coming for this couple, and although they both had their faults throughout the seasons, they are one of the best couples in the show. This romantic moment was huge for the series, giving it a high rating.
Sheldon, when I was a little girl, I used to dream about my wedding. But eventually I stopped because I thought that day would never come. And then I met you. From the first moment in that coffee shop, I knew that there was something special between us, even though I did work on a study that disproved love at first sight.
Number 12. The adhesive duct deficiency, also rated a 9. In the third season of The Big Bang Theory, Leonard, Raj, and Howard are on a camping trip. Fans discover that Sheldon isn't a camper, so he ends up hanging behind.
And the next morning, when he woke up, he rolled over and realized, dun, 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 she was his cousin.
Excited to have a night to himself, Sheldon is ordering food when he starts to hear Penny cry for help across the hall. As it turns out, she slipped in the tub and injured her shoulder. Sheldon assumes it's because she didn't have any adhesive ducts in her bathtub.
Hello.
I slipped in the shower and I think I dislocated my shoulder.
Not surprising. You have no safety mat or adhesive stickers to allow for purchase on a surface with a low coefficient of static friction.
What?
Tubs are slippery.
Nevertheless, Sheldon dresses and takes care of Penny before taking her to the hospital. It's a moment where these two become closer, which was sweet for fans. This hilarity of Sheldon taking care of another person made this episode legendary, and fans have ranked it as one of the funniest Big Bang Theory episodes ever.
Sing Soft Kitty to me.
Soft kitty is for when you're sick. You're not sick.
Injured and drugged is a kind of sick.
Number 13. The opening night excitation, which was rated 9.1. This episode was a real doozy because, after 5 years of dating, Sheldon finally decides that he and Amy can sleep together. This was right after the two broke up briefly, and since it was her birthday, Sheldon really had little room for error. It was a big night for her, and the one thing she wanted more than anything for her birthday was him.
Oh, this is different. Candles and music.
Do you like it?
It's kind of spooky.
Shamey fans couldn't help but rate this episode highly because of the progression of their relationship.
Well, I enjoyed that more than I thought I would.
Me too.
Number 14. The staircase implementation. Another 9.1 score from fans. Towards the end of the third season, fans finally get to know how this group came to be. Leonard takes Penny on a walk back in time as he notes exactly what happened. After needing a roommate, Leonard applied to meet Sheldon face-to-face in the apartment, where Sheldon then quizzed him.
Run away, dude. That should have been my first clue.
So Sheldon's last roommate tried to warn you off?
For all I knew, he was the crazy one.
What is the sixth noble gas?
What?
You said you're a scientist. What is the sixth noble gas?
Radon?
Kirk or Picard?
Oh, well, that's tricky. Original series over Next Generation, but Picard over Kirk.
You've passed the first barrier to roommatehood. You may enter.
The more Leonard answered correctly, according to Sheldon, the more likely he was to live there. After being an acceptable roommate for Sheldon, Leonard makes himself at home by buying furniture for the apartment and having friends over. While Sheldon was furious at first, he's come a long way. Now the thing that Sheldon loves most in his apartment is his spot.
Change seats with me.
Why?
There's a draft on my neck over here.
So I get the draft?
You're protected by your turtleneck. I'm still not comfortable. Of course, there's too many people here. Oh, yes. This is definitely going to be my spot.
Number 15. The change constant, rated a high 9.2. The change constant starts with the cast eagerly awaiting to hear of any news as to whether Sheldon and Amy have won the Nobel Prize. Of course, the couple does end up winning, making it one of the more emotional scenes. However, it leaves Sheldon struggling with the consequences of fame and success.
Wait, what if I'm dreaming?
We won the Nobel Prize!
Amy gets a brand new makeover with Raj's help, but this just adds another change for Sheldon to deal with. To top it off, the elevator is finally fixed during this episode, but Penny helps Sheldon deal with his issues.
Can't believe it, they finally fixed the elevator.
Between the couple's win, the elevator getting fixed, and Amy's makeover, fans truly loved this episode. Number 16. The Bath Item Gift Hypothesis. Another high-ranking episode at a 9.2. As the 11th episode in Season 2, the Bath Item Gift Hypothesis is a relatively early smash hit for the show and has remained a highly ranked contender for the best Big Bang episode. At this point in the show, Penny is finally buds with the gang across the hall when she meets Leonard's new, attractive friend David.
It's not an experiment. You saw what happened last night.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, can I drive the motorcycle?
Yeah, why not? Can't do any worse than Leonard.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
Penny and David hit it off immediately, with Penny showing a sudden interest in science. This, of course, upsets Leonard, but all he can do is sit on the sidelines and watch them hit it off. Meanwhile, Sheldon is in a tizzy because Penny gave him an awesome Christmas gift, and now he must follow suit and get one for her as well. Watching Sheldon, Raj, and Howard figure out an equally amazing gift for Penny was pretty hilarious.
Live long and prosper, Leonard Nimoy.
Leonard, look, Sheldon's hugging me.
Number 17. The Stockholm Syndrome. The last one on our list comes in the highest rated at 9.5 with fans. It should come as no surprise that this one ranked the highest, since this was the series finale. In this episode, everyone's getting ready for Amy and Sheldon's Nobel Prize ceremony. Bernadette and Howard are preparing to leave their 2 kids for the first time. Leonard and Penny find out she's pregnant, and Raj somehow manages to get Sarah Michelle Gellar as his date.
Just to be clear, this isn't a date.
Yeah, I know.
Then why are you holding my hand?
The episode was dramatic, comical, and of course heartfelt. And fans clearly enjoyed this finale.
I have a very long and somewhat self-centered speech here, but I'd like to set it aside.
Yeah.
Because this honor doesn't just belong to me. I wouldn't be up here if it weren't for some very important people in my life, beginning with my mother, father, Meemaw, brother and sister, and my other family, who I'm so happy to have here with us. Is that Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you again next time.